It's Monday, the 19th of February, 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. Safety Energy Lock number 19 in Jinshin Jitsu came into the universe meaning authority and leadership, perfect balance. So my understanding of this is that when we are in harmony with Safety Energy Lock number 19, then we take authority for our own lives. And when we do that, we become more integrated, and then we become our own leaders. We awaken our natural leaders. So when we become our own authority, we are naturally our own leader, okay? So that means not actually following the herd, not doing it because it's popular, not doing it because some authority figure told you so. So if the authority figure gives you information, you take that information, you weigh it up against how does it resonate with you, and then you make your own decision. You don't do it just because someone else said you need to. And because when you do that, you actually give your power away. So this does not mean that you know everything, right? So, if I need to file my tax return, I'm really crap with that kind of thing. I'm going to rely that my accountant knows more about that than I do. Of course, right? Because my accountant is an accountant and has been doing my returns for the last 20 years, and it's always been okay. And therefore, I have to assume that my accountant knows what the hell he's doing, right? So it doesn't mean that no one else is an authority, but it means when it comes to the important things about making decisions for yourself, for your health, for your well-being, for the well-being of your family, teaching your family and your children to be able to make decisions for themselves and not just responding blindly to authority figures, because then we just become another sheep in the herd. So when we are in harmony with Safety Energy Lock number 19, then we can take responsibility and authority for our own lives. We become our own authorities, and then our natural leader emerges. And when we are being authentic in that way, then we are able to create the most balance for ourselves. So I don't know that perfect balance is ever achievable, but certainly more balanced and swinging less towards one pole or the other, swinging less up or down. If we can control the spectrum through which we swing, then we actually are able to achieve balance more easily. So as I said earlier, a 19 is a 1, and 1 is about being a leader. 1s are inspiring, they are creative, they are the energy generators, they are the ones that can inspire other people. When you are in harmony with the energy of the 1 and with the 19, then your natural joy emerges. So shit still happens and you still have negative emotions, but in actual fact, when you take authority, when you become your own leader, then as I said earlier, you swing less, and then you can actually choose how to stabilize yourself in the best way. The 1 is all about me. It's an extroverted number, but it's about look at me, I shine, I radiate, here I am. The 2 of February and the 2 of 2018 is about finding the balance, is about saying, okay, so what is like too much you? What is too much narcissism? What's too much altruism? What's too much of anything? So 1s, even though they are natural leaders and they can be inspiring and they can get us out there, sometimes 1s can get really carried away. So the 2 helps to bring the natural balance. So the 2s are the numbers of the heart, and the 1s are the numbers of analysis and the intellect. And so we have the perfect opportunity today to integrate the heart and the mind. And that is when we will achieve the perfect balance, which is the gift of Safety Energy Lock number 19. Our hero today is a 5. 5 is also an analyzer, so it's another head number. And 5 is the inventor. 5 is the adapter. 5 is the one that can take a situation and can turn it around. So it can take a negative situation and can say, okay, this is what we can take out of this. This is the positives of this. And now how can we use this to actually create what we want to create? It can also see the downsides of when something looks too good, right? 5s have got 5s are very sensitive to ESP, so your intuition might be working really well today. Just remember that we want to keep a balance between the head and the heart. The villain today is the 6. Now that's interesting because the 6 is about harmony and peace and balance and beauty. So the 6 in this position today could make us blind to those things, right? Which means that when the head starts leading or the heart starts leading, we have to be very careful that we don't actually start getting a perception that one is better than the other, all right? So I happen to be primarily a head person, and I've had to really learn to go into my heart and connect to my feelings and allow myself to feel those feelings without wanting to fix them. And it's an ongoing process. It's every day. I trip myself up all the time. So there is a potential for me to think the head is bad because that's what I do too much of, and the heart is good because that's what I do too little of. But I know other people that are all heart and no head, and that's not good either. So it's not about one being better than the other. It's about them both serving and you mastering both of those so that you can be aware this situation calls for more heart. This situation calls for more head. And in fact, when I keep the two of them in harmony, then my actions are more aligned with who I really am. And then generally, things actually move in an aspect that actually suits me better. So the 6 in the lesson today basically makes us blind to that balance. So we have the potential to the balance, and the 6 in the lesson might trip us up. The 6 in the lesson makes us blind to the beauty within and without. The 6 in the lesson might make us say, oh, please, balance, schmalance, okay? The heart just gets me into trouble. The head is very reliable, and so that's the one that I'm always going to go with, and I'm not going to trust my feelings. It's one example. Or the 6 in the villain position can lead us to becoming extreme. Too much of one, too one-sided. So there's no earth and there is no fire in the root of the life map today. We've only got the air and the water element. Lower down in the life map, let me just think, yeah, there is a bit of earth, all right, but not much. So please drink lots of water today to keep yourself well hydrated and ground yourself. Sit on the ground, put your hands in some soil if you can, walk around on the lawn, lie on the earth. Eat grounding food like proteins, nuts, lentils, legumes, grass-fed meat, organic eggs, that kind of thing, wild-caught fish, and cooked food. Some, it doesn't have to all be cooked, but some cooked food. Cooked food also helps to ground us. Safety energy lock number 19 is located on the thumb, and when we hold the thumb, we harmonize the stomach and spleen organ function energy. The stomach is the thinker, the spleen is the feeler. So again, we help to bring those two polarities into balance, and we harmonize worry and anxiety. I hope you have an amazing Monday, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.